it's Mom Moments Monday, and today I'm going to talk about being a fur baby mom, a cat mom, and a dog mom. The reason is because at the rescue I work at, we sometimes get returns of people who just weren't really thinking before they got a cat or two cats. You know, they weren't really assessing the current situation at their house, and then adding the cat or cats in just didn't work out as they had hoped. So, for example, this one couple came in with a really tiny newborn, and they wanted their kid to grow up with a kitten and, you know, grow up with the cat and learn how to gently handle the cat and, you know, be an animal lover kid, which is all good. Except, you know, a few weeks later, they called and said, no, we actually can't take care of this cat and a newborn at the same time. The cat was super nice, but it was scratching their leather couch, which, you know, is totally something cats might do. And you need to plan for that and, you know, have covers for your furniture or buy furniture scratchers. But they were not willing to work with the cat's behavior, or, you know, they didn't want to deal with the cat at all, even though it was a super nice cat. So, you know, it's hard on the cat because they might be coming from outside, then to our rescue, and then to someone's house. And if they're returned, they're coming back to the rescue. And, you know, with each move, the cats shut down for a little while. They might not eat for a few days. They're hiding. They're super scared. So it's a lot of stress on the poor cats. So we try our best to support adopters with you know, behavior advice, to try to get the cat to stay there, you know, and be happy and in a good place. So I just wanted today just to go over a typical day or things that I sometimes have to do for my animals. So if you're thinking of getting a cat or a dog or multiple cats or dogs, you know, just giving you some things to think about that might happen at your house, okay? So, I have 3 cats and 2 dogs. Autumn is Australian Shepherd mix, you know, medium-sized dog. Blanca is 13 or 14 years old, 14 years old now, Maltese Poodle. Leo and Luca are like 1.5 years old, and Oliver is like 3.5 years old. Cat. Leo and Luca are cats, and Oliver. So between 5 and 6 in the morning, Blanca barks to wake me up, usually before my alarm goes off. I'm not a very good sleeper, so it's so hard for me in the morning to get up, but I finally drag myself out of bed. She wants to go outside usually. And I can't just open the door and let her out because she is a very itchy dog, and, you know, she's on allergy meds and special soap for baths. So I have to make sure anyway that she walks down the stairs to go potty in the grass, or she will go under our wicker couch and scratch herself until she's like red and bleeding sometimes. So she's a handful. She's an old lady. She does what she wants to do, but I love her so much. You know, she's totally our main fur baby because she's been with us for so long. So I walk her down the stairs, and they're steep, scary stairs, so I go with her. So the dogs are outside, and then I feed the cats. They each get a little bit of wet food in the morning, so they're just waiting for me to give them their wet food. Then the dogs come back. If it was raining out, I have to wash their paws because they'll be all muddy. If not, I let them in, and then I give them a little bit of wet food in the morning as well. I give fresh water bowls, put those out for all the cats and dogs. Blanca gets her allergy med. And in previous years, other animals have been on medicine, so that could be a routine. Some animals are on medication their whole lives, so that's an extra cost, and sometimes it's very tricky to give them medications. So something else to think about. So then everyone's settled, and if it's nice outside, I put the cats in their little catio outdoor cage. They like to sit out there and watch the birds. Depends on the weather, but today they're outside. So when I get home from teaching my fitness class a few hours later, I bring the cats in and I feed them their kibble. I let the dogs out again and give them kibble. Blanca usually also needs a walk. So she's not so good at going to the bathroom in a yard. She actually needs to be walked. So I'll walk the dogs, and you have to be willing to bring poop bags and pick up poop and not get gaggingly grossed out by it. It's just something you have to do. And carry the poops around you till you get home and throw it away. It's gross, but you just get used to it. You just got to do it. Autumn is not a good walker. She's very difficult to walk. If there's another dog, I have to really talk to her and maybe restrain her if she's going wacko. Maybe give her some treats. So she's very much a handful just to walk, even just around the block sometimes, depending on if someone's coming or not. Get them home, and then some days I have to leave again to go to my cat rescue job. So when I come back, I check on everyone. I try to play with the cats, get them some activity, give attention to the dogs, and I usually try to give some kind of chew stick, either a dental stick or just one of those fake rawhide bones to the dogs, so they can kind of work on their teeth a little bit. And that's about it until we go to bed. There might be an extra walk in there. There might be some treats in there, and some playing. But other things I've had to do that I do occasionally, but not every day, is brush their teeth, the dog's teeth. I should brush the cat's teeth, but I don't. Brush the two. Leo and Luca need to be brushed. They have long fur. They get knots. Sometimes I have to cut that out. Clip all the cat's nails occasionally, maybe every other week. Clip the dog's nails, but that's probably like once a month. Blanca is a non-shedding dog, but her fur gets all knotted, so she needs to be brushed and sometimes knots clipped out. Autumn is Australian Shepherd mix, and she loses her fur a lot. So she sheds. I take her outside to brush and get a whole bunch of fur off of her at a time. So there's a lot of maintenance. Sometimes they have eye boogers, so you got to wipe their eyes. Like I was saying, sometimes they get dirty, so you got to wash them up. Sometimes the cats, or dogs get diarrhea, and you have to physically clean up their butts and trim their fur to get the poop out. There's a lot to think about before you make that move to get a cat or dog, or multiple cats or dogs. If you already have fur babies and you're getting more fur babies, you have to think about introducing them slowly and properly, so you don't ruin their relationship and they're always fighting. That's an important step. Sometimes animals get very sick, like Leo when he was a baby. got so sick, I thought he was going to die. He had a super ridiculously high fever. He was lethargic. He must have had some virus. His paw pads were swollen and he couldn't even walk. You know, he would take a few steps and hiss and then lay down. It was so frightening. So now I'm so protective of him because it just shocked me about how sad I was that I thought he was going to die. But he made it through. He's such a sweet, lovable kitty. I love him. So fur babies are a lot of work. I mean, they also bring tons of joy to the family and can teach kids responsibility. But if you adopt, don't expect your kids to take care of it. Even if they promise, yes, I'll take care of it. Yes, I'll walk the dog. I'll pick up poop. I'll clean the litter. Most likely they're not going to. And you cannot let that fur baby suffer. So you as an adult, the adult in the family, you have to decide if you want this fur baby or not. Because you need to make sure it's well cared for and cleaned and watered and fed and brushed and everything. Do not put that responsibility solely on your kids, because in the end, you are the one who has to take care of them, which happened to me because I was the one who said no to Autumn and everyone else voted yes, and now I am mostly the caretaker of Autumn, which I do because I love Autumn, but I'm not going to let her suffer, so I just do what needs to be done. So I love them all. It's a lot of work to have fur babies, but like I said, they become family members and they bring a lot of joy and happiness and laughter. So, you know, just be prepared for all the work that you'll need to do before you get a fur baby, okay? All right, well, happy Monday. Have a great week, and I'll hopefully see you Friday for Fitness Friday. All right, bye. Hey, there's a few things that I forgot about. I'm sure there'll be more, but here's just a couple more things to think about. Remember, your fur babies have required vaccinations. So there'll be vet visits, and that's costly. Maybe you can get pet insurance or work on a health plan with your vet, because sometimes they have like health plans. So check that out. If you get dogs, you might need some dog training, and that can get it costly too. So something else to think about. Unexpected sicknesses and injuries, like I told you about Leo getting so deathly sick. But Autumn also blew out both of her knees, like an ACL on humans. So that was thousands of dollars for her surgery. And then, you know, we had to really take care of her and help her go outside to the bathroom. And there was a lot of medication. So that was a very big unexpected expenditure. With cats, like I forgot to mention, they have litter boxes. So every day, sometimes twice a day, I clean the litter boxes, and sometimes it's gross, you know, and it's smelly and it can be dusty depending on what kind of litter you get. And if you live in a small place, I mean, it's hard to find a good spot for a litter box, or two litter boxes if you have, you know, two cats. I have 3 litter boxes. So, also things to think about. Also, like moving, you know, you got to find somewhere to take your fur babies with them so you don't have to rehome them. And even vacations become tough because someone's got to watch and care for your fur babies while you're away if you can't take them with you. So I'm not trying to scare you from getting fur babies, because to me, all of that is worth it. Like I can't imagine not having, you know, a dog or a cat as a pet, as a family member, really. You know, it becomes like just part of the family, and you're willing to do all the difficult things and make those sacrifices for all the benefits of having them as part of your family. So don't let it scare you, but think about it and make sure that you're prepared for having that fur baby. All right. Love you.